Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Friends Beach Cleanup Set Polybag. This is set number 30635. It has 52 pieces, and I didn't pay anything for this set. It was actually sent to me by a very kind viewer of my videos, along with the Animal Crossing one I talked about recently. So a huge thank you to them, and hopefully I can send them some stuff their way in the very near future. I think this on the Lego website had a suggested retail price of $5, which is about accurate or consistent with other poly bags, although I don't know if this one or that Maple's Pumpkin Garden were going to be on sale anywhere. I believe this, along with Maple's Pumpkin Garden, were a gift with purchase. I think the price threshold was $50, so 2 poly bags for $50 there. It seems like not a terrible deal, and I don't know what the aftermarket looks like for these. For the Friends one, I imagine it's probably not crazy. For the Animal Crossing one, I could see people being more interested in getting that one in the aftermarket, but I was certainly very happy to have these. Very, very grateful to have that viewer who was willing to send these my way, and like I said, I'm hoping I can send something back to them as well. But in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy! This is a quick build, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the review. Okay, thanks, bye! Okay, so this is that Lego Polybag gift with purchase, the Lego Friends Beach Cleanup set. This is pretty cool. You get some good stuff in here, some good accessories, and just fine pieces, but overall I'm pretty happy with this. So we will get right into it, and the first thing to look at is the minifigures. In this case, a mini doll. This is a Lego Friends Polybag. You do get one. I believe, I'm not super familiar with the Friends characters. I believe this is Aliya or something like that, which is a character that I have seen in other sets, I believe. So that's good. It's got kind of the classic mini doll head there. Hair piece is nice. Looks like they're wearing kind of a wetsuit type thing here, but it's also maybe kind of a rescue outfit or something. They do have flippers on here in that nice kind of pale yellow color. They also have a quicker picker-upper pinching grabber thing to grab trash, which is nice, or recyclables or anything like that. So overall it's a pretty fine mini doll. At the back of the torso we can see kind of a logo that has like a whale fin coming up off the back, and that is nice. So maybe it's a conservation kind of uniform for some organization that works to save sea life and whatever else. So that's really, really good. It's a fine mini doll. Good to get one in this set. And there's lots of accessories for this character. So besides the picker-upper here and the flippers, we also get this, which is really nice. I don't know if I have this. This is a printed brick, and it has kind of a sun there and a 50 in the middle. So I'm imagining this is kind of sun protection, sunscreen, some sort of thing. Maybe 50 SPF there, which is really good. I don't think I have this exact print, so that's very nice. So we get that. We also get this camera, and we get the camera in kind of this blue color, which I don't think I have. I think I see this in a lot of other colors. Don't think I've seen it in this exact color, which is very nice. We also get the surfboard here, which is pretty standard. Good to get that. And then besides that, there's a couple other things that I'll point out as we go through this, but there is kind of another character here, but it is this animal mold, which is an otter, I believe, a sea otter here. So it's kind of the Friendsified version, but feels pretty good. They're kind of laying on their back, their tail's down here, their feet are up. We do have printing kind of in the chest, belly area there, printing for the face. Very, very cute otter here, and that can be placed in this beach scene, and that's what the rest of the build is this kind of small beach area here, and this is pretty cool. So it starts with some like a 4 by, what is this, 10 10 plate here, one of these bigger rounded plates in kind of that light blue and or light agua there to indicate the water, some sand over here. And then there's lots of different things to populate this. So first we have this palm tree looking thing, which I really like this. It uses one of those bigger kind of barb pieces that has a Technic pin at the end, or like a tentacle piece or something like that. They use that for the trunk, and then you get 4 of these new-ish fern elements in this kind of lime green, I think, color to make the palm tree leaves, and that's really great. I've seen a lot of Lego palm trees in like a Mario character pack. I think the Toad one of the ones I looked at, had a palm tree build. There was some Creator 3-in-1s that had palm tree builds. I've seen a lot of palm tree builds. I don't know if I've seen this exact one, but I think it's super economical, great use of the fern pieces there. It looks pretty good, and I also like kind of the curve of the trunk there, which is really, really nice. And then we also have a little bit of like a pier, so maybe some vented pieces here for the stairs. These are on a couple arch bricks here. We have the railing in the nice color. There's a couple places to be studded down on there, so that's like a pier that maybe goes off into the water a little bit. On the shore, again, we have a garbage can or a recycling bin or something here. We also then have a couple like starfish, or maybe they're something else that are kind of in this area in the shape of a star. We have a couple seashells like back here, which use kind of that white ice cream piece there. We do have the like can top there for a tab opening, like a soda or a cola or pop or something like that there, and maybe a little rock here. This kind of slope clear piece is used to indicate kind of maybe waves or the water. One of the other things that I didn't talk about that could be an accessory is the clear bottle here. I think that's mainly to be used as something that is to be cleaned up in this area, and that's everything in here. So you can kind of fill this up with stuff. I don't know if I saw this in any of the official images, because the surfboard might just be something that you can lean up against something. I actually kind of liked it like tucked between the tree and the garbage can and the pier there, and I thought that was kind of a good look for it. Feels relatively secure in there, like it's not going to move too far, which is great. It might fall out like that, but I think there's a way to get it kind of nice in there relatively. And then we could put like the sunscreen over here, the camera they had clipped to the railing, or it could be in the character's hand here. And I'll kind of just populate this whole area in kind of a version of some of the narrative and some of the play that could come along with this. And maybe that surfboard's a little more precarious than I would want, but we have something like that. We can get this character. This can stud down the otter, or it could be just kind of resting somewhere. You know, the flip-flops, or it's not the flip-flops, the kind of things over here could be tucked away. And now we have this little scene where it's Aliya kind of cleaning up the beach. They made sure they have sun protection here. They're taking pictures of maybe the wildlife, the different stuff, and this feels like very lived in and very organic's the wrong word probably, but it feels authentic, I would say. So right now we're using the picker upper to grab a glass bottle out of the water or something like that, and we could also kind of comb the beach to pick up any other litter or anything else around there. And I think that's a good story. It's good for play. It feels like it's in my mind, a good message about the environment and environmentalism and cleaning and not littering and everything like that, which I think is fun. So that's pretty cool, and that's pretty much everything you get in this set. So you get the one mini doll with the accessories, and then you get this relatively small but fitting for a polybag type build of a little landscape, a little area. Feels to me like there is inherent narrative in here, there is play in here. It could be expanded upon, added to, or altered in some way to extend this out. I mean, even if you had 2 of these polybags, maybe you could make kind of a more a bigger scene that could put these next to each other and have a bigger tree or 2 trees and all different stuff, which I think would look really good and just add to the play value and stuff like that. You do get some nice pieces, like I say, the printed brick with the 50 sun thing there. Surfboards are pretty common, like the flippers in this color, the camera in this color, the fern pieces, garbage can, and you do get the sea otter type animal mold here, which is important to know. Also the printed for the can top, seashells, ice cream things. So there's some good stuff in this. A lot of it's relatively small, but still pretty cool. And I think this is a good idea, and I think they did a pretty good job kind of capturing it here. So there's I don't know if this is one of those sets that needs to be put together in the exact way that it is per the instructions. So the star could be over here and the can top could be in the garbage already or leaned up against it, and all of this different stuff could be kind of changed around to fit whatever needs there. There's not a great place to put this. I tried making it work kind of in this little area down here, but it seemed like it wasn't working too well. But when it's like that and I'm not handling it about too much, it's not going to fall. But when I start like putting characters in there and everything, then it might fall down, but that's okay. And I like this. This is pretty cool. I'll show the extra pieces because you do get some. This is the kind of set that these extra pieces could easily be used. They're not in the instructions. They're not, I don't even know if they're counted in inventory, but they're small enough, light enough that Lego always puts an extra one in when they are filling the bag. So you do get an extra of the star, an extra of that ice cream seashell piece, extra of the printed can top, this clip piece with the bar and the bar element here, and an open stud. So you could put more like each of these star things there, this there. These could easily be other litter or garbage or anything else that might need to be picked up that could also be picked up in play by the grabber because they could be clipped onto. They could already be in the bin over here or something like that. And so these extra pieces actually could be really useful in the main build, but also they might just be useful pieces to have extras of. So that's that. And this set is 52 pieces. It's a poly bag. 1 mini doll, 1 kind of small, cute, Friends style sea otter here. And this set has a suggested retail price of $5, but I didn't pay $5 for it. I didn't pay anything for it. Again, it was sent to me by a very, very kind viewer, and I'm greatly appreciative of that, super thankful. So that's very, very nice. So when I think about value for this, I'm going to try to compare it to other polybags as if it retailed for $5, and then also talk about a little bit its value in relation to its status as a gift with purchase. So as far as a $5 polybag goes, I think I haven't looked at a bunch of Friends polybags. I actually really like the Friends polybags that are like the little kind of flower scenes that don't have mini dolls. I actually have some relatively nearby, like something like this is a Friends polybag, and I really, really like these. As far as the ones with the mini dolls, I think, mini dolls probably aren't as valuable as mini figures, and mini figures are probably overvalued a good amount. As far as like this and the piece count goes, I think it's pretty on par with other polybags, and I do appreciate kind of the special stuff you get, including this animal that I didn't have before, different color of the camera, the printed brick, the stuff that I've already talked about. I think it's nice to get in this small or maybe easily attainable kind of packaging here, which is very nice, and it feels about consistent with other polybags I've looked at in regards to the amount of plastic that's here, the amount of stuff. And this one might have more play potential, or might be easier to integrate into a larger beach scene or something than some of the other polybags I've looked at. So I felt like this is about consistent. $5 seems about fair. If they got the piece count, I could see them making this just a tad bit bigger, and it's still, being good and maybe being in a even better value. This set was available as a gift with purchase for like a 2-in-1. So you got the Friends Beach Cleanup and the Animal Crossing Maples Pumpkin Garden set. Both of those polybags for, I think, a $50 spend on it. I don't know what it is, maybe 45 pounds or 40 pounds UK, and then 45 euros or something like that. I'm not positive, so don't quote me. But that seems relatively accessible. And I said this during the Animal Crossing polybag, is that, if it was between this kind of stuff, like getting 2 of these polybags or one of the VIP fun packs, I guess it depends on the fun pack. It depends on, what kind of pieces are in there. I do really like those, but it's also just pieces. It's not something that's like self-contained or could be built on its own or be given as a gift or anything like that. So there's trade-offs to them, but I do like the idea of getting 2 kind of polybags here. The Animal Crossing one I think is better, even though it's less pieces. The minifigure is way more interesting. It's attached to an outside IP, and I think could integrate. It's maybe made to integrate more because of the way those like Mario plate modules are done, and the sort of theme of the Animal Crossing stuff where you can kind of customize it. So I think that might integrate a little bit better, but this is a totally fine polybag here. And I certainly enjoyed putting it together, enjoyed talking about it. So yeah, I don't think the value is too far off. I don't know if they'll ever put this on sale, and I don't know what the aftermarket looks like right now. I'm imagining it's probably relatively cheap, but I haven't looked into that. So those are my thoughts on it, but I like it. And again, thank you very much to the person who sent this to me. It means a lot. And that's it. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more LEGO Friends stuff, more polybags, more gift with purchases, tons of other LEGO sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming LEGO videos. And if you want to support this channel, support my videos here, you can do that here on YouTube with membership supers and thanks. And I still have the Patreon. It's in the video description. It's on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. I'm working on a video right now for the Natural History Museum, the newest modular building, and that will probably be a Patreon and YouTube member exclusive, at least at the very beginning. I recently took some videos like Ninjago City Gardens building commentary and the Rivendell building commentary, where those were exclusive for members and patrons, but I released those not too long ago to kind of give people an idea of what sort of things they can expect, as well as seeing my videos early before they're up publicly, and a few other perks like that. And it's just a huge support, so that's something in and of itself. But maybe consider checking those things out. It is extremely helpful, so thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.